Hello, welcome to part two. Um, yeah, I'm just really trying to emphasize this imbalance. This Nine of Swords here, as far as focus and attention, I think is absolutely lacking with this reverse Two of Cups and this Page of Pentacles. This uninvited external openings of this Page of Cups is absolutely um, not good. And messy, a mess of a mess there. Um, so I would say there's the antagonist, our obstacle in this tarot card spread is somebody lacking in experience, right? And can be compared to our past. Um, and not only is our obstacle and adversary lacking in experience, the experience they do have is not useful to them. They're not processing things, they're not in tune with each other. Um, they're asking of different things. What is it? There's like that fairy tale, The Gift of the Magi, where the husband sells his watch for a comb for his wife, and the wife cuts her hair so she can sell, so she can I don't know, buy a battery or something for the watch for her husband. And that's just like very in tune with each other. That's not what's happening here. The exact opposite is happening. um, and as far as this Knight of Swords here, I would say that a lack of focus is very much present with this reverse Two of Cups, Page of Pentacles, and Page of Cups. It's going to be an absolute mess of a mess over here, but these two pages over here, this trying to give this advice over here, and then for some reason this Two of Cups is going to be back with this advice energy over here. So this part of the wing here is just a mess of a mess. But as far as being surrounded, I would say that's probably not true, even though at first it may have looked as such. Our future and outcome is the Two of Wands. So this is really interesting. This Two of Wands is about choice. And upright, I would say, is very pleasant. This dog has a choice of keeping his stick, or dropping the stick and getting the stick that the owner has presented to this dog. He's got like a little I don't know, maybe he's not supposed to scratch or something. So as far as a fire energy, I think is really interesting. This kind of sort of symbolism of restriction, um, maybe containment. Maybe this little wand fire puppy is displaying and showing this sort of containment and the opposite of this Page of Cups over here. Um, skill, along with this being able to see two options and proceed from there. The option of keeping the stick or the option of getting the other one. Because this Two of Wands emphasizes that you can't choose both sticks. You gotta choose one. Are you gonna keep the one you have, or are you gonna get this new stick? As far as relationships, I would say the choice doesn't really have much to do there. As far as the protagonist in this very strong center line and past we have here, However, this Two of Wands and this choice, with this Two of Cups and these two pages over here, it might represent choosing, keeping an old stick that might resemble a relationship with a person, whether it be romantic or business, or finding a new relationship. So, um, I think this Two of Wands could maybe also apply to our obstacle and antagonist here. Um, and considering our past is the Knight of Pentacles, you know, I think the Pentacles is the one element where you really it's not the luck of the draw. You there's the amount of luck is in direct proportion to the amount of hard work and focus and discipline you have. So with this Nine of Cups here and our future and outcome being the Two of Wands, I think is very interesting. Examining this imbalance of emotions and work, I think is very interesting. If your emotions are balanced, if you have a full cup and approaching a life throughout that, like that, then you can probably have a really big workload. The amount of your work is probably not going to be so tiresome and draining. Um, but if you have if you're emotionally imbalanced, you're not going to care about your work as much, let alone the workload and resources. Um, so I would say there's just a big mismatch going on here, um, in the way people evaluate things. And I think it's going to look especially silly with considering front and center. We have this really strong center line here. Um, but yeah, the future and outcome is going to be some sort of choice. Um, for us, the center line here, the recognizing a choice, and for the obstacle and antagonist, it's going to be, I don't know, I guess silly. Not being able to contain this kind of fire element, and with the resources of not knowing the earth or water elements either. So I guess I'll show the spread. We got the heart, the past, uninvited energy, the head, and the future, grounding. Okay. So I'll go ahead and draw something. So as far as the choice and paying attention to the choice, I'm just really interested as to, I guess, a question or query would be, why is all of this kind of messy and silly energy present, especially around such strong energy going on? As far as adversaries, it seems like there could be a more worthy opponent than this reverse Two of Cups and the two pages over here. So as far as if somebody or something from our past, the Knight of Pentacles, which has spent and dedicated quite a bit of time, goal-oriented and task-oriented, I wonder that inquiry of such an imbalance of fighters going on, why maybe that would be helpful to our past, this Knight of Pentacles. Menu, menu. What are you doing? No, sir. Okay, so far I have this rose with the stem has thorns and this kind of rose here in the center line. Those are supposed to be like little dewdrops on the rose, in case you didn't know. So the moon, which is a hard energy, can represent kind of darkness. Um, so, with that being said, she's got the moon as her earrings and this kind of centipede type arrow. Because sometimes centipedes can look a little eerie, a little scary, a little about the darkness, I guess. Sure. One second. Okay, and to represent the Nine of Pentacles, I just drew a circle of rope with a little knot. I wish I knew the types of knots, but I don't. So. Um, yeah, so I think this is gonna be it. My family's being too loud. So anyway, well, because I'm not a terror, I'm not. It's unprofessional. I need to get a job. It's my drawing. It's the Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and the reverse Two of Cups here, not tied to this Knight of Pentacles. So anyway, that's that. Time with y'all, bombarded as usual. Anyway, because y'all don't exist. At 9107 Wrestlers Creek, all of y'all are non-existent in this household. Anyway, so I'll talk to y'all later. As usual, if you have anything to add, feel free to do so, and feel free not to do so if you don't want to add anything. Sometimes it's nice to be quiet. I would agree with you there. But yeah, I look forward to the next tarot card reading.